Drumming from Aleo and songs from a large number of your clansmen surprise you. A water stands in the center of them, blushing. It's Skari's 200th year. A wall beside you shouts. The rest of the caravan is slowing on to check the competition. Make toast to the wall. Break out the mead and celebrate. Barrels are rolled off the carts and horns are filled. Aleo leads a few other musicians in upbeat songs, and soon you're dancing alongside your clansmen. Even the mighty war are clapping and keeping time with thunderous stomping. You winds and choruses constant sun upon waking, delight in making your headache worse. The caravan is a mess, but overall everyone looks happier. Let's get going, you shout, and someone finds Skari some clothes. Damn, they know how to party. The surrounding woods look promising for game, and you could use a bit of solitude. Soon deer tracks guide you, but in the clearing the beast is already fallen. Scanning the woods, you hear and see nothing. As you approach the deer, you can tell the kill was recent. A black stone, half the size of your fist, lays beside the animal. You pick it up, knowing it to be a dredge weapon. The rustle in the underbrush nearby reveals two horrors who immediately create deep noises. They are communicating. Then one lashes out and attacks you. Well, I hope they are bringing some help to me. Knockback for the win! As the dredge fall, others from your clan arrive. Not bad, a woman says, pulling one of the dredge bodies. A child runs up and does the same. That's enough, leave them alone. They've killed enough of ours, haven't they? The woman asks. Do you think they feel bad about it? A few clansmen share their agreement. I don't know what they feel, you say, but they weren't looking for a fight. They were hunting, same as me. The clansmen seem unsure what to make of your words. Take the deer you command. Let's get moving. They all agree with that sentiment. The water in the nearby streams is gradually turning a bright green in places. It looks like the gore from the serpent's wound. Dead fish are spotted in the dozens, floating by in the faster moving sections. Some clansmen have fallen ill, others are feeling the effects of the only drinking mead. When a few fall spot section of clear water, the entire caravan gets excited, but the giants hold them back and tell everyone to listen. A faint tune is drifting across the water. No, from the water. Worried whispers ask, what's it mean? Or is it safe? I don't care, I'm thirsty. Fill a few barrels, we'll boil it first. People complain at having to wait, but the water support your caution. Fires are started and water is boiled. The result is quite a few barrels of clean, fresh water that satisfies most everyone's thirst, but not enough to bring cheer. No one seems to know when the tune from the water stopped playing. like to stop for a rest, but we have 3 days of food. The caravan slows at the side of a field gate for a bridge. In front of it is a large army of horse-borne information weapons drawn. Skathach, are these your people, your clan or herd? Skathach shakes his head, but does not speak. His eyes scour the new herd. Hakon calls for shield walls as a precaution. Just as shields locked, a single javelin flies from the center of horseborne army. Everyone watches it arc through the air and stab the ground only yards from you. The ground rumbles as horseborne charge. Yay. Get to kill some horses. There we go. And you... I do actually like this quite a lot. But I can give it to someone else. You can take the hammer now. He has 50% crit now with this. I think that might be pretty good. For sheep now horses, it's centaurs. I have some of them on my side as well. I'm not all just bad. What do you have? Will and strength. I'm gonna get that. Looking for you. I need to level up these other guys as well. We need a lot of renown. Oh hey, nice nice breach. Maybe I should have taken a third giant for more fatness in the front. You learn we are strong. That's the yellow and blue. At the very start of the game, Trugvi said, what did he say? He said the yellow and blue will betray you. I think it was. Look at her face. She's yellow and blue. I think that guy is suicidal. Man, this Beverly shit annoys you. yeah, monkey. Pine Galbren. You knocked my horsey. Can't even fire a slag and burn. Let's do a rain of arrows there. Kinda useless now. Oh, she joins the battle as well. Can you stop hitting Hakon? He doesn't like that. Call to arms. What does the call to arms do? Picking pillage with no more guaranteed turns. No, I don't need that yet. Gets one shot at it, yeah. If I got someone in the melee there, we could have one-shotted out her easy. CI hazards. Need to break some of. Let's do Sundering Impact. Hakon is taking quite a beating in the front there. No big surprise. Where is those 50% crit chance shots? Hakon is defending quite nicely though. You strong. Warmonger achievement. A slight cream-colored horseborn with flaxen hair steps out of the ranks of the wounded. Her blue war paint stands out against her otherwise yellow coloration. The remaining horseborn show deference to her. She says a few things in foreign tongue of her people, but stops when she sees you do not understand. Forgiveness, she says fluently. I speak to you. You have my weapon. Okay. Sorry for fight. Not know it you. She speaks your language with confidence. What do you mean? And who you are? Yeah, yellow and blue will lie to you. That's what Rikvi said in the start of the game. I lead herd. I am... The next word is long, shrill and confusing, but certain sounds stand out. Canary? Canary smiles and stomps the ground rhythmically with a hoof. That's easy. Canary, yes. And you? Rook. Good greetings. Our stories tell of a stranger who come help us. You've 2 legs that walk along for my kind with you already. She points to the horseborn in your ranks. And how am I supposed to help you? Save us. We look strong, but weak against. She searches for the bird, but can only point all around. When sun stops and plains break and God appear, follow 2 legs and that walk along 4. This is our story. We hold through. You see these things? The sun has stopped and I've seen groundbreaking. But what god are you talking about? Large snake, not from this plane. Yeah, the serpent. It certainly could be a god. Right. You have seen the god too. You know the signs. You lead us, we follow. Canary looks at you with steady gaze instead of a constant movement you experience with Derdrew. Warn her that not everyone likes Horseborn. Most of the Horseborn we have met have caused us harm, including you. Many of my people won't want to be near your people. Not today, but different day. Herds fight, but forget. Humans remember things a long time. Warl even longer. Herd believes leader. We follow you. Herd grows strong. She bows again, motions to her people, and all the Horseborn join her ranks at a respectful distance. Guess it's not an option not to take them with me. We better get some food quick. Well, that helps for a few days.
They say the moon and stars are always visible when you look at Löga's godstone. How can that be true?
How are Rook and his merry band? They are not doing too hot, to be honest. Hundreds of them have died on the way, and the serpent attacked the caravan not long ago. The moon her spirit, the stars her eyes. Aleo says, plucking few strings of his instrument, Lauga, the god of beauty and of things that happen in the night. The skull smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Lauga. I'm thankful for her piety. Nice. The skull is not the only one smiling. A quick look around reveals grins throughout the caravan. I see why Arberrang has grown so quickly over the years, you say, and the skull laughs. A truth spoken in front of Lauga's stone is supposed to ripple through the night, either strengthening a lover's resolve or carrying away undesired affection. Aleo skips away to find his wife. In the shadow of Lauga's godstone, Outlife taps you on the shoulder. Incredible, isn't it? The godstone, or us making it to Arberrang? Ha, both I guess. Job well done, Rook. You deserve a reward. Did you have a reward in mind? A couple of ideas, yes. And how do I go about finding out what they are? You have to be absolutely sure you want to know. Are you absolutely sure? Her grin is telling. I'm absolutely sure. Good, but I can't really tell you here. No? Oddleaf slowly shakes her head, her eyes never leaving yours. Well, let's look around for some place more suitable. Lead the way. Others see you smiling and watch two of you disappear. People will talk, but who cares? It's to improve morale. At least Rook's morale, if nothing else. Maybe he's not so gloomy anymore. Morale is declining. Oh, there's Arberrang. So close!
Finally, we made it. But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
Wind ripples across the tents, which multiply the closer you get to Arberrang. Dung litters the paths, and it is clearly not all from Yorks. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the wall and horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Carlsus from Aleo's tales and Strand's banner from previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few cracksman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There is no mixing or unity. I'll push ahead, Prince Ludin says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what exactly is going on here. Ursa and a few fighters escort him through the crowds toward the walls. All the Adakan's people are here. You hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. If you leave us, you are banished. Bring them here, bring Adakan and the others to us. Some of the folks around the fires look half-starved and gladly join, making their way towards the supply carts. Others respect their meager positions and fall in line. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of the empty space between these people and Arberang's walls. What is this, you ask, confused by all you are taking in? That's the peaceful beat, an old fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls, and we can kill them from here. He did leave regardless dishes. We found him on the way again. He was with the governor of Boresgard when we found him. But what's caused the fighting, you ask? The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sandraslayer, he says. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They got something we want. King's got food and protective walls. We are starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So Arberang's at war. The man laughs, a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the war and even dragged some of worthless horseborn. This fights for survival. Winner lives, losers gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria and you leave unsettled. The yokes are tended and ends aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. The World King's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we would better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We got an issue, Oddleif says. I don't know why, but other clans don't like the Horseborn, or the Varl for the matter. They're starting trouble and I am going to stop it. I'm gonna go with Oddleif. Sketch has his weapon drawn and few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans in growing numbers are hurling every sort of curse at them. Well, back to your fighter will make you wish you had. The fighters do not respond well to your threat and immediately charge. Well, time to kick them in the head. Let's get Erik. Erik is awesome. And I think I'm gonna level up a couple of guys. Malgor, Malice. That's the taunt ability. Battering Ram or Malice. Yeah, I'm gonna take the taunt. It could be really handy. And let's see. I want these guys to have some levels as well. Trample. Strength damage during charge. 1 per tile moved. Yep. And promote you as well. Second ability, Pin. Inhibiting movement. Oh, that sounds awesome as hell. And Erik needs an item. Take that. Actually, take that. Happy pills. No idea what it is actually. This one guy is fairly far away. Can I get to anyone? It sucks. Yeah, it sounds really good. I bought it so I could give it to Ollie if I happen to get Ollie into this group somehow. I was hoping kinda that the stories would kind of come together and the groups would merge again at some point, and I could have given the attacks never deflect to Ollie, which pretty much makes his Axe Storm insta-kill on anything. Hasn't happened yet. Still hoping that happens. That spear throwing or javelin throwing horseborn is actually really good as well. Really like using her. Let's use your special ability. Call in the bear infantry. Yeah, we have a bear. During one of the events, there was a possibility of capturing a bear during a fight, and it gave Eirik a special ability to summon bear in fights now. Yeah, dishes. Just slowly going through the armor, it seems. These guys are all so weak. I can start picking off some of these. Too bad you don't have the swing. Would have been really good. Just kill all of them. That critical was so needed. horses got promotion. Nice. Not much renown from that fight either. That should be probably enough for a level up for someone. The fighters fall and others nod their approval of you defending your clan. You are tired and irritated as you shuffle back to the front of the caravan. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about. Rugge says, the king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he's supposed to, and they have chose me to lead the cause. He laughs at your incredulous look. I'm just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in privately. In private. You know, and the two of you enter a large empty tent. You tried to murder me earlier. The tent flaps closed, leaving you and Rugge alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Yeah, he did, Halvdansken. Then let's be clear. It's either of us. If either of us leave this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then say what you came to say before I do something stupid. Rugge noticed his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all the stuff out. Yeah, he tried to kill us earlier, dishes. It started a few months ago, when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Only the wealthy families were all pulled inside. He shut the gates. The only thing he said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugge closely while deciding what to say. Why should I believe you at all? Because you see all these people gathered. Do you think they're out here for fun? No, but I doubt the king just wants to be an ass. Oh, king wants to be an ass? Never, no. That's not what kings ever do, no. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you would let them in, unless you knew something you weren't telling me. Either way, the people have a right to an answer, or food they send him and Arberang's protection. I think you would agree the food and the walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go war to ask the king question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions, like why he would leave people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down his walls? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the Mendras inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall. The governor just shakes his head. Wait, how did you come to lead the clans? Horskard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skill and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. You watch Rugge closely while deciding what to say. So this war is unavoidable? Probably. I officially meet the king in few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you are invited too, the mighty Sundra Slayer and army. If so, make your decision carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening, not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously, so that no fight breaks out. I'll poop. Let's talk to this guy. See what the horse has to say. Scottish and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Warl and other horseborn. Roach patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know, live. You stop to look around at the thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe, herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If someday more easy feed her. Scatter stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes there before turning to you. Theory forgets we are not of same thinking with mans. If you think Big Herd is right, we will think Big Herd is right. But what do you think is right, Skyhatch? Male Horseborn looks up at Arberang for a few moments while swishing his tail in thought. I think Big Herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arberang. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking and then offer them a few calming words before departing. The Skald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for a war. With luck, I might change their minds and be the reader that would stop the wind. You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course, plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. Hey, Super Dancer, we only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option, is there a Skald song for that? Plenty. But I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and children were left out here. Like they don't deserve same protection as others. Aleo's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. Hey, Pouty. There's the meeting tent. Let's, is there a market? No markets. Let's see the heroes. Meet the heroes. I would like to get Mogra level up for this. Now let's promote you once more. Thanks for sharing your inboard mod list. I need to try out those after I finish them one run myself. No problem, Super Dancer. I was making a list yesterday for myself for the YouTube series. I was like, I might as well make this a bit more better and share it with everyone. Oh, there is a market. I didn't just see it there. There's another Valkas trade. That's actually not too bad either. Well, too bad I couldn't get anything. I'll get one of those, but I don't need. Let's see the meeting tent. Let's see how this goes. Before you head towards the large tent, Oddleaf stops you. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? Her worried look is infectious. The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules. I think this is pretty much. Are you ready to proceed? There's no going back. Yeah, I'm prepared for whatever the king and clans decide. I'm glad to hear the confidence in your voice, Oddleaf says. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me. You smile and make your way past the line of clansmen marking the boundary of the peaceful bit. The voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Best we good? You've done well. Oh, that's the king. I never thought I'd see my son again. Well, we all had easier journeys. The king cheerful mood lessens. He's about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Well met, King Maynolf. I'm Rook from Skogra. Ludin steps forward. Yes, Super Dancer. Father, this is the Sunder's lair I told you about. King Maynolf nods, but is staring at Hakon from under heavy brows. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hakon. But tell me, Where's Jorundr's Kendra Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. Yeah, I was Vognir's Kendra. With Jorun's dead at Einartoft, I'm king of the few remaining world. The king says nothing, completing the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. At least the least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Menolf, Rook here is just as much responsible for the prince's safe return. He has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Warl King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, Rook, what makes you better than hundreds of the other chieftains out there? Men whose great deeds I've heard of, no less. Tough choices. Tell me why I shouldn't join these clans fighting you. I don't think the Sandra Slayer is gonna go too far. I'm gonna go with the first one. I've united many clans on my journey here. I see, Horseborn included. But what good is it when you've led them here? None of you seem to understand that Alberang can only hold so many. Can only feed so many. If I opened the gates to everyone out here, the capital would tear itself apart from inside. Only now do you see Ragga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guard looks concerned. Should have killed you when I had the chance. Did the Sandra Slayer convince you to open the gates? Your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Boresgard. How is it that you've come to speak for all these clans? The people you've turned your back on, seems they needed a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of the rotten town you governed? The only fool here is the outnumbered king in believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside. Remind them of the rumors of Dredge. And when you two wear each other down, who's left if the Dredge attack? Menelf doesn't know the first thing about fighting Dredge. He's been insulated too long. I earned my throne by strength, Haruka. I can demonstrate on you how I'd handle the Dredge. And what? Fail to kill me again? Rook, look at your people out there, our people. They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all this wait. He doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Rook. A place inside the walls alongside the wall. A place this fine man will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you bickering like children instead of the leaders. And you joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive? Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes his grip on his axe. All parties lose angry and tense, and then they look at you. I think the option is either go with the Ruka or go with the king and you fight the other side, if I have to guess. I'm not sure. I kinda agree with Ruka that everyone should be taken care of care of, but on the other hand, I should probably care about my banner, my people. I think the Horseborn might be right. The herd might be too large. We might have to just keep the good guys and get rid of the excess fat. That's the Boersgard government. I'm gonna go with the first one. Good, I'm granting you and your people, even those Horseborn, into my walls, but move quickly. You still don't know how to play the game, Rook. Honk honk! Cloud car coming through. Rocka blows 3 quick bursts into a warhorn. You look back and you are shocked to see an ambush on your caravan. With no defenses built, your tents quickly go up in flames, humans and wall burning. Without warning, Rocka pulls his cloak pin dagger and launches at King Maynolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rocka slings behind his fighters who are charging you. Hakon and King Maynolf, everyone to the walls. You shout, protect the king and the wall. Hakon nods his appreciation just before the clamor of war envelops you both. I'm so gonna rip his head off. I don't have enough. I need one more point to level up anyone. Ambush Maynolf, you're wounded. Just a flesh wound, though I feel odd. Poison? Dipstake Rocka, rallied troops. Such a great start. Can't get anywhere to hit anyone. Poor guy, look at that. He's had a rough day today. Rocka's even been recruiting Gragsmen. Just kill this guy. Both of those guys are defending, gonna do shit for them. That's a lot of armor that guy has. Anyone that used poison as main attack? doubt his own strength and shame oneself with betrayal. Yeah. Going with the king seems smarter. I think Raga would have... yeah, I think as well. I think the king was the proper choice. I think Raga would have been, whatever you do, an asshole. I'm gonna be immune from that. Shield war for days. Yeah, they seem to be doing that. Clockwise, so it should hit this guy and that guy. Yep. That was actually a waste because the other guy was shielding. That's pretty damn annoying ability, to be honest. I mean, they don't do shit, but I can do shit to them as well. Turn. Nice. So are you. Bye bye. Five armor break. Ouch. Chop. And stun. And crit. Sounds a bit too much. Are you going to play this as long as it takes? Yeah, I'm gonna finish this probably. I would imagine we can finish it today, to be honest, well beginner. I'd be surprised if this takes more than 3 hours or so to finish, considering where we are already in the story. There we go. Was that a bear down there? I think that was a bear over there. Minolf regains his footing and falls back towards Arberang's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Skugger and your clans surround you. To the gates, you shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. By the time your caravan is inside Arberang's outer walls, the gate is almost compromised. Ragga's forces are on your heels, and they brought bears. Cut them off, or they'll overrun us, shouts King Maynolf before us, wincing and grabbing his side where Ragga stabbed him. You heard him. Charge! The roar of the bell swells to deafening levels. You focus on the drum beat that is your heart, ready your weapon, and push forward to deliver death. We can level up one guy. Gonna go Hakon. And let's give you... not that. That. What are those bears? War bear, thick hide. The bear's thick hide absorbs all damage until armor is depleted. Awesome. Dude, you're in the way. Oh, that's the king. Kings will all elite guards attack simultaneously on command. Damage to king is absorbed by elite guards who immediately retaliate. Starting to feel weak. Did the Ragga poison me? Protect the king! Can you tame one of those? Well, I cannot tame these. I could only tame the one we had in that one mission. The shit start. You may want those archers, yeah. I think I started to realize that now. Well, we do have 3 ranged units, so it's all good. Gonna pin the bear there. Yeah, it was a special event. Oh, you can command the king as well. King's will. That archer is in such a crap spot. Should have done this totally differently. Oh well. Bear is angry. Yeah, too bad, he's too far away. He's close to the king now. I kick the bear. That seems like a great idea. I don't know if I want to get the king in there. I'm going to. Oh yeah, we want him over there. Mob? Kinda expected that. Smash the bear. Oof, that's gonna hurt. Yeah. These bears hit hard. No, not my horsey. King, run away, run away. Not, oh, not Hakon. That hurts. Couple of really nasty ones. We have the bear still, and the bear. This bear is the only real danger in here. Bear is an idiot. Now he's stunned. Hey, Slomek. That sucks, Super Dancer. I'm not really happy about this bear being on a pillage mode here. 16 health. Could do a lot of damage. Doesn't suck you're alive today? No, but if you were wanting to see some Summer Rimworld. Sucks when there's no streams up for that. I have no idea, so let's first get partnered and then think about the emotes.